Hello YouTube, Joseph Crickmore here, and this will be my reaction video to the first episode of Chilling in Another World Level 2 Chi Powers. Don't ask me how the episode is already out when everyone's saying it comes out Monday. I'm gonna do this now. If people have a problem with it, then just wait till Monday. It's only a few days. I somehow found out the episode is out now, and I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon now. I'm going to react to it now. I mean, after all, if you've seen the last couple videos on my channel, they have to do with Level 2 Chi. I did an entire prediction video for this. I want my channel to be associated with this anime, as well as any of the other ones that I'm going to do that most people probably would just ignore doing any reaction to. So this will be the beginning. I'm looking forward to this premiere, this whole season. I hope it gets to Volume 4, like I said in that prediction video. And this is where I'm going to make the cut, so the next time you see me in this video, it'll be after I've seen the video. The reaction will be in the description, in a folder, and cut. Okay, post-episode discussion. I've seen the episode. It's a very good start. Our main character, and like I've said this before, summoned from one fantasy world to another one. And the characterization's on point. I got one of the names confirmed pronunciation. Banaza. It's a really weird emphasis on the ba. Banaza. I'm used to like Bonanza. I never knew how to pronounce his name. So hearing it pronounced for me is a big help. Banaza. He takes up his dog's old name, and he goes by Fleo. And I should point out to people, Fleo is the name he's going to continue having for the rest of the series, okay? So from here on out, we refer to him as Fleo, because that happened in the first episode. And what else happened in the first episode was a lot. Him summoned. Him getting the lack thereof a divine revelation. The blonde doofus got summoned. The king, who is kind of a jerk, but he has more to him. You will definitely see more of that king. And he's kind of a bad... How do I put this? Yeah. I'm not afraid to say this. That king is a bastard. He threw Fleo away and left him to die in the Delaveza Forest. Delaveza Forest. Still think that's a weird name for it. Thank you for the pronunciation of that episode. And the episode ends with him about to fight Riss. Fenris. I'm so used to the shortened version of her name. Fenris. That was actually very, very accurate to the light novel. I'm happy. This episode is a one-to-one recreation of the first chapter and a half of Volume 1. I confirmed it. I checked the light novel. We got 1.5 chapters in one episode. That's pretty good. That's very good pacing. On the flip side, my initial prediction of reaching Volume 4 might not hold up anymore. If we go with that pacing, and the light novels have like 3 or 4 chapters, we may not even make it to the scene I want to in Volume 4. I hope they do. Like, there are things in other volumes later on that you can cut. Trust me. There is enough that you can. I'm a little concerned that we're not going to get to that point. But we'll just have to wait and see. And I'm also holding out hope that we don't do what the manga did when it comes to a certain character. But we have to reach that point first. So, right now, from me, the reader of the original source material, I give this episode a 10 out of 10. It's a perfect first episode. Very good in terms of Fleo, the 4 night girls. They're going to become important later, trust me. Fenris, the way they handled her introduction was done really well. In fact, out of everything that's happened so far, they've only cut like one tiny scene. And that was Fleo getting food before going to the Adventurers Guild. And that's not that important. That was barely a paragraph in the chapter. So they're making good decisions. They're cutting what they don't necessarily need, they're keeping what they need to keep, and it's flowing. To be fair, though, this episode didn't have an opening. And that's kind of sad. I didn't get to hear the music, I didn't get to see anything of like what could come in the future. There'll probably be one next episode. There was no outro either, no ending song. They used all 22 minutes, and they covered a chapter and a half. Here's what I'm thinking. In the next episode, we're going to cover the other half of Chapter 2 and all of Chapter 3. There's not much in Chapter 3, but we can cover a chapter and a half in the next episode. And then we could cover the end of Volume 1 going into Volume 2 in a single episode. Because there's also, you can make cuts in the middle of the episode, you can do mid-cards, you could do time skips. The episode itself already had a 20-day time skip that it took from Fleo leaving the capital to get to the forest. It took 20 days to get there, okay? And he teleported back in an instant. Also, I love that they kept the joke in about him not recognizing what infinity means. Good. I don't think there's any negatives to this episode. This episode is an amazing first episode. Only for the fact that, they used all 22 minutes of the episode. I can see from here on out, unless it's like an important episode where you need all the time in the world, it's going to be probably a 20-minute episode, because maybe a minute for the opening and a minute for the ending. But for right now, this is a very good first episode. Like I said, 10 out of 10. It covers everything you need to set up the story. It ends on a good cliffhanger to the point that I am almost about to just reread the light novel again, waiting for the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed the reaction video. Hope you stick around for episode 2 and the rest of the series. And thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like to hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.